isomer which rotate the plane of polarized light to the right is called dextrorotatory. These molecules will rotate the right side. Plane polarized the right is called dextrorotatory. And this is also rotate the left side. Okay. These isomers which rotate the plane of polarized light is called levorotatory, and that is designed as a L. Okay, you can see here when the CH3 is same as it is, and this hydrogen, this OH, and this NH3. So this is your dextrorotatory, that is represented by D, or it is also used as a in place of plus sign. Similarly, these chiral molecules rotate on the plane polarized light to left through mirror image, that is your levorotatory, and you can NH3 OH hydrogen, not H, hydrogen, and CH3. So this is your levorotatory. Okay, this is your simple chiral molecules. This is your dextrorotatory form. That is your levorotatory form. And when these two optical isomerism form the mirror image of each other, this is called enantiomers. Okay, when these two optical isomerism form, that is obtained from the mirror, is called your enantiomers. Okay, so I will take you some example through the optical isomerism. You can easily understand. Okay. Optical isomerism under. So first is your octahedral complexes. You can see here there are the two different ligand attached with your central metal of the atom. Twice A2, B2, C2. You can relate this example with this journal. So here each ligand, that is your two different ligands. So I will draw the structure of this octahedral complexes. You can see here the ligands here arranged in your proper position. So I need to, that is a draw of your optical isomerism of this complexes. You all know that the optical isomerism is generally obtained through the mirror image and through rotate of the plane polarized light. So I will rotate this complex and will obtain the optical isomerism. This is the main motif, that is your the formation of chiral molecules. When these complexes under the molecules do not show their superposible mirror image. Okay, so you can see here when the rotate. So see the right side. So it is divided in place of this side. And we rotate this side of molecules to this side. Here's the chlorine, chlorine, and NH3 and chlorine. So this is your optical isomerism of octahedral complexes. So like this molecules to place of this side molecule, you can easily relate the chiral molecule. Second is your second example is your when the attached with your bidentate ligand on the octahedral complexes, can also draw this like structure. It will also obtain the optical isomerism. Okay, to plane of polarized light, that is your when they attach with your bidentate ligand with a size form. Okay, but you can also draw the structure optical isomerism in this complex lipid interleukin large depository model to image this complex. So this slide here oxalate, oxalate is your oxalate complex, okay, negative is your charge. So this is the examples for your optical isomerism. Okay. Next is your, that is the next article, Warner theory of coordination compound. Okay, so under this theory, the main feature of this theory, when the coordination compound, every metal exhibit two types of valency. Okay, every coordination compound exhibit the two types of valency, that is your primary and secondary valency. Primary valency is ionizables and that is your representation for the oxidation state of metal. जो भी जनरली प्राइमरी वैलेंसी रहेगी हमारे पास वो जनरली शोज करती है इन द कोऑर्डिनेशन कंपाउंड योर सेंट्रल मेटल ऑफ द एटम ऑफ ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट. And the ligand attached to the secondary valency are non-ionizables and these correspond to its coordination number. Secondary valency हमारे shows करती है जितने भी coordination number show करता है through ligand कि कितने number of ligand attached with है हमारी किसकी central metal of atom के साथ. That is your secondary valency. Okay. Third point is your every metal has a fixed number of secondary valency. कि हमारी जो भी सेंट्रल मेटल ऑफ एटम रहता है उसके साथ ने भी नंबर ऑफ लिगेंड्स अटैच कि सेकेंड जो भी हमारे पास सेंट्रल मेटल ऑफ एटम रहता है उसमें फिक्स नंबर ऑफ सेकेंडरी वैलेंसी शोज करते हैं कि उसके साथ फिक्स नंबर ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन फिक्स नंबर ऑफ लिगेंड्स अटैच रहेंगे जो रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं फॉर सेकेंडरी वैलेंसीज के लिए. ठीक है. फोर्थ पॉइंट इज अ मेटल टेंड्स टू सेटिस्फाई बोथ दिस वैलेंसीज. The primary valency are satisfied by the negative ions. Primary valency is satisfied by the negative ions, means your anions. Whereas the secondary valency are satisfied by either the negative or neutral molecules. Okay, कि जो secondary valency है वो हमारे पास. So say that कि where the secondary valency are satisfied by either the negative ions or neutral molecules. कि जो हमारे पास सेकेंडरी वैलेंसी है वो सेटिस्फाई होती है नेगेटिव आयंस और न्यूट्रल मॉलिक्यूल्स एंड दे शोज फॉर योर लिगेंड्स. ओके. फिफ्थ पॉइंट इज योर प्राइमरी वैलेंसी आर जनरली इंडिकेट्स योर डॉटेड लाइन एंड सेकेंडरी वैलेंसी योर शोज बाय द नॉर्मल डैश लाइन या फिर डार्क लाइन. सिक्स पॉइंट इज अ सेकेंडरी वैलेंसी आर ऑलवेज डायरेक्टेड टूवर्ड्स योर फिक्स पोजिशन इन योर स्पेस. मीन्स कि जो भी लिगेंड्स हमारे अटैच होंगे सेंट्रल मेटल ऑफ एटम के साथ वो अपने फिक्स पोजीशन जो भी इसका स्पेस में रहता है वो वहीं पे ही एडजस्ट करेंगे एंड दे लीड्स टू द डेफिनेट ज्योमेट्री ऑफ द कॉम्प्लेक्स कंपाउंड. बट द प्राइमरी वैलेंसी आर नॉन डायरेक्शनेबल. मीन्स कि हमारे पास जो प्राइमरी वैलेंसी उसकी कोई भी फिक्स पोजीशन नहीं रहती है इन द ज्योमेट्री में कि वो वहाँ कहाँ जैसे एग्जिस्ट करेगा. यू कैन सी द डायग्राम. सो यू कैन सी हियर डायग्राम dotted line representation for your primary valency and so dark line here this here blue line you shows your secondary valency. Secondary valency is your generally for the number of ligands attached. You can see here the 6 coordination number that is secondary valency and +3 or for the cobalt oxidation state and this shows your primary valency. You can see here the different structure have a different primary valency shows through dotted line representation and this is a green line representations for your secondary valencies. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day. If you have any doubt, any queries, you can ask me my WhatsApp number.